Hi guys, Crafty Kim here. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy as we still deal with this quarantine. I've been trying to craft from my stash with things I already have. I haven't been to Dollar Tree since March, so I'm missing that very much, but just trying to stay busy with things I already have on hand. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So for the first project, I'm going to use these two signs I got from Dollar Tree and some gallon paint sticks that I got from Home Depot, and then some chicken wire that I already have in my garage, but you can also use the waste baskets from Dollar Tree. So just removing those pieces from the inside of these frames, and then I'm going to give them a coat of white by Waverly, and then I'm going to go over them with my black acrylic paint. I marked off where I wanted to cut the paint sticks. We're just going to cut them right where the bend begins, and you're going to need 11 sticks total. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the paint sticks, although I did skip the white for these, I just painted them black. And now using silver lining, I'm gonna go over everything with that. Here I was lining up the chicken wire to see if it fit inside the two boxes, and now I'm going to use my staple gun. I did have some issues with this. It wasn't working very well, but I did my best. I ended up with a little bit extra, so I'm just using these wire cutters and clipping off the excess pieces. And then I noticed the staples came through a little bit, so I'm using my hammer just to make sure that they're even so they're not sharp, but I actually do like how it gives it kind of a rustic look. And now I'm gonna start attaching the pieces. I'm gonna add a little bit of wood glue and then some hot glue to stick the first piece inside the frame. Then just repeat the same steps for the other side. So I wanted to cover the chicken wire up so you don't see the end pieces. So I'm taking another paint stick and applying some hot glue and then just sticking it in over the chicken wire. So I let that side dry just a little bit. I didn't want it to fully dry because you still need it to be able to move to get this other side piece in. As you'll see here, I did have to kind of shimmy it in a little bit, but it did end up working. And then I just used clamps. I did end up using a clamp on every single corner. It doesn't show in the picture, but this way it would all dry nice and even. And I left it there for a couple hours. And now we just need to apply 3 pieces to the bottom for the bottom of the box. And I'm just using hot glue on either end and sticking the first piece in. And the last piece you'll see, I tucked it inside the box first and then used my hot glue gun to put the glue inside and then stick the piece down. And this gave me more time before my glue dried to get that piece to stick properly. And I decided to use this box for my remote controls and some of my coasters because my dog likes to chew on them. And it works perfectly on my little end table for the living room to hold all of our remotes. I really love how this turned out. For the next project, I had this box that I bought a long time ago. I don't know if it was from Walmart or Michael's, but I tried doing a picture and it didn't work out. So it's just been sitting in my spare room. And then I used these ends of curtain rods that we were throwing away and took those threads out. And now I'm just giving this a coat of white by Waverly. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the little pieces from the curtain rods as well. And now using the color Steel by Waverly, I'm gonna dry brush over all of the pieces. I'm gonna use some E6000 and hot glue to attach the leg pieces to the box just so it has a stronger hold. And that's it for this project. And I think I'm going to either put a coat of Mod Podge or a clear finish on it, but I think it turned out super cute and you can use it for pretty much anything. It does fit on the back of my toilet, so I could keep it there or hold some of my lotions and body sprays. And it also fits those bottles you can get at Dollar Tree, so with a little bit of greenery and some flowers, it would be a really pretty centerpiece as well. For our next project, we're going to use this can of breadcrumbs, and I had a container of protein that was gone, so I'm just going to use the lid from that. And then this contact paper from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this lace ribbon. You can use any ribbon that you'd like. And I also end up using a piece of jute cord and a button as well. So here I just marked off where I need to cut the contact paper, and I'm going to apply that to the breadcrumb can. And now using white by Waverly, I'm going to give one coat of paint to the entire can. And then I do end up sanding it once it's dry. And I also give the lid a coat of the white paint as well. So after sanding it, I'm using Antique Wax by Waverly, and I'm brushing it on and then taking a paper towel and wiping off the excess so that it looks kind of like chipped wood. For the lid from the protein can, I gave it a coat of white paint first, and then these are all the colors I use for my faux galvanized paint jobs. You've seen them in other videos I've done, and I'm just kind of pouncing the silver on with my paintbrush to give it a little bit of texture. And then once the silver's dry, you take the dark gray, which is the steel, and do a coat of that, and then you go in with the silver lining and dab over with that. And then I end up adding the burnt umber at the end to make it look like it's rusty. And then I also did this to the edge of the cover that goes on the actual breadcrumb container. And now just using E6000 and hot glue, I'm going to attach the lid from the breadcrumb container to our other lid so that it's nice and secure. And now with a little bit of hot glue, I'm going to add the ribbon around the top of the can, and then I will place the bow and put the button on the bow. And I ended up using a little bit of hot glue to push the bow pieces down and the tails down so that they weren't sticking out. And this is what it looks like all finished, and I really love how this turned out. I think the cap looks like it's metal and the container looks like it's wood. And you can put a candle on here, or, you know, some greenery. And the fun thing about this is it's a hiding place. You could either put matches in there for your candle, or, as I showed here, some money to hide from your kids. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please make sure to like and subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. I hope you have a great day.